Morning evaluators and classmates. Right. So my topic, my research question is, what will be the next smoking alternative in China to improve tobacco control? It's a big topic. I have been trying to find the knowledge gap and also the fields that's suitable for me. If I take into account of, for example, political economy or healthcare, or public health, that will be a much bigger topic. So I like to look at that in a more consumer behavior perspective. So what is smoking alternative? I posted a few pictures here. You have patch, nicotine gum, electronic cigarette, and also tea cigarette. That's only made in China. So research background. So what is the knowledge gap here? So tobacco control in China was mainly done by policies. So the government tell people what to do. Just it's something external. But what is most popular in the world is that has to be combined some cessation support for a smoker that attempted to quit. So, and this is actually the key approach. So the key to tobacco control is about promoting cessation. And this approach is very little have done in China. I believe it's also my hypothesis. Smoking alternative can systematically improve the tobacco control in China. So theoretical framework. I make total 4 indicators for the smoking alternative use. One is whether or not it's sustainable. Sustainable include many factors, including how it could be integrated into current tobacco consumption model, and how to conduct better tax policy toward it and make it acceptable. And also its impact to current cigarette sale. And also for this part, I also embedded a Swedish case study, which is in Sweden, the snus use, which is a major kind of smoking alternative in the world, has drastically curbed down the tobacco consumption in Sweden. So this is one of the embedded case study. So the second indicator I'm giving to smoking alternative will be whether or not that future smoking alternative will be marketable, if it's sellable. So I refer to the resembling category, consumer electronic. I will explain later why consumer electronic, and how to position it, and how the Chinese culture to adapt to new smoking alternative, and how to market the product without irritate the tobacco producer and the healthcare sector. So the third indicator I give is well integrated. Well integrated means is focusing on the monopoly system in China, the tobacco monopoly system in China. If the new smoking alternative cannot integrate itself into the entire smoking industry in China, the tobacco, that means it won't survive. That requires a lot of consideration, including the tobacco industry should put smoking alternative into their development plan, but now there's a development gap. Maybe they go the wrong way. And second will be, what smoking alternative will be treated as a good innovation to make the tobacco industry looks good, and what tax benefit as a new tax intake portal will bring to the tobacco industry, and also how to implant smoking alternative to the tax and product system. The final indicator will be nationalized. Constitution-wise, the government owns a lot of properties, and these properties belong to the country. It says belong to the whole people. So if a product has to become very, very popular in China, that means it has to be very much nationalized, belong to the people. In many government bidding in China today, people still prefer made in China because they think it's good for the economy. So that's basically the philosophy. So I make it the number 4 indicator. So nationalized smoking alternative means you have to use the mixed cessation approach and all the elements, including drug which used to improve cessation. NRT means nicotine replacement therapy. Is including gum patches. These are the nicotine replacement therapy. Is recognized by European Union and FDA that proved to be effective for cessation, and the other alternative and more. And how to utilize the Chinese monopoly and national insurance plan. This is a very bold thinking, but it's not really a creativity, because the NRT product, the cessation product, have been thinking now by the state authority. They are thinking to put the cessation drug into the national insurance plan. That means the government will pay for it. And also go deeper, how to integrate the NRT product with the healthcare plan. Healthcare is a comprehensive action, and I have to consider that factor, since the tobacco control is healthcare, is a healthcare plan. So research question. So these few research questions are basically repeating my indicators. The anti-tobacco control is a big research question, and it involves so many stakeholders. So I will try to simplify those in a few small research questions. And ultimately, I might not get a perfect answer. That's what I assume. After a few years of research, I might not have the perfect answer of I'm not sure if I can define what is the perfect future smoking alternative for China market, but this will be a bold attempt to get close to it. The conceptual model, so is basically pretty simple, and the left part is just repeating what I have been saying, and for tobacco control, I put a few indicators, including long-term national health benefit. The intervening variable, as I consider, it will be product revolution. If there is one major smoking alternative was invented suddenly, or that would change and prove quickly to be effective and highly marketable, then I believe this will change the whole story. Research methodology. I will use qualitative method. I will conduct a few interviews and 2 embedded case studies. There was another one I forgot to mention, is in a marketable perspective, I will study the biggest online sales portal, Taobao, in China. That will be the second case study. And I will do a focus group and observation. There are something in a green box is a survey. A survey is, I know it's a quantitative approach. But from the survey, I mainly want to know how much Chinese people know about smoking alternative. And this survey is actually, I'm doing the second one, is conducting. It was carried out by the biggest tobacco online media in China, which they have about 2.5 million hits, 2.5 million viewers in 1 year. This survey is now ongoing. I will collect the data and not necessary to process it. I really want to know how much Chinese people know what is smoking alternative. Because data shows only 91.8% of the Chinese smokers think about to quit. But so the cessation awareness and the use of smoking alternative is extremely poor in China. Implication to the policymakers. This will be the last slide. So what is the situation now? We have 300 million regular smoker and 740 million passive smoker. That's not including my 2 kids. Yes. And there are 1.4 million directly from smoking. So a big death toll, and up to $500 billion per year, direct or indirect monetary loss from the tobacco industry. Not to mention long-term and the more collateral losses. But there is still no institutional reform in the country, because what is implementing the tobacco control and what is producing the tobacco are the same government agency. So institutional reform is a major topic for China tobacco authorities. So this research will provide an evidence-based approaches to introduce the world's mainstream smoking cessation support to China authority, and this is a huge practical gap.